people out the county that we were capable of being a class team and being a team to remember it. I mean, 2011 there was questions raised after about who did we beat along the way, but I mean this year we beat the Well, we beat Ahan, we beat Kilmallock and we beat Adair. Now that's something to be proud of. People have said about the Piarsaigh not having tradition, we're only a city club, we're softies, but this is it, this is our tradition, this is when the Piarsaigh is going to kick off and people are going to talk about this team and this club and this era for years to come. And just especially today, it was a hard game, and I mean it's huge winning those type of matches where you have to grind it out. Winning by 10, 12 points, you don't remember those days. It's the days like today you remember. And I mean the 16s yesterday as well, huge congratulations to them. They did a fairly similar performance as well. They just grinded it out. And it's great to see that amongst the club where it's kind of it's fallen into place where everyone is on that same mentality. But just on that 16s, I think Sean said it just inside there that 2 years ago we won the 16s as well, and we had two young fellas, David Dempsey and Michael Casey, on that team, and today they're on the senior team. Like, so that just goes to show the work of the board and OG especially. I mean, everyone who's put in any bit of time coaching or training, we're reaping the dividends now. The underage structure is fantastic, and the club is heads above the rest in that regard. So huge well done to everyone involved in the club and underage, and just thanks again for everyone coming out here showing our support to the lads. Thanks.
Okay, there's one of the men I want to call on to say a few words. And he came into us here 5 years ago from far side of the border there in Piarsaigh, and that's Sean Skagg. He's been a tremendous influence on a lot of the young players here in the club, and I now call on Sean to come forward and say a few words. He's very shy as usual.
God, I love this. That's about, I suppose the victory a few years ago was hugely special day for the Piarsaigh. But I think for us as a management and the bit of coaching we do, today was, I think, the pinnacle of what we could achieve, because we saw a group of lads, maybe at times things didn't go great for them, but we saw that a character that we wanted to try to bring out, and then hopefully that we contributed in some small way, and I think we saw it today more than ever. Last minute, I'm bringing out notes. I walked out the door and I said, he's here for the night. But look at, I suppose I'm just so privileged to be here. I really am, and walked into. Maybe I'm lucky, and I suppose it's better to be lucky than rich, isn't it? But I just walked into a group of lads here, and a few years ago, and I bought into them straight away. And Tommy Dunn came on and off this year from Tipperary with us because we have a relationship going back a long way. And he said, "How do you stick this crowd?" My God, they wreck your head. But I think they grew on him more and more as time went on. And he actually was shaking his head today, and he said, "That's you kept telling me that would come, that character would come." And he couldn't see it for the past few months. But he just shook his head after the match and he said, "My God, I don't know where that came from today. I don't know. I know nothing about hurling." He said after that, when he saw performances like, and he picked out Kieran Breen particularly. I think he's usually doesn't get the plaudits he deserves, but I thought he was absolutely massive in the role. Look at it, and I said to the lads, I love it. I just love it with a passion. I love being here, and I love meeting the lads, and love the training and all that, and the challenge it entails. And this is the only part of it that I hate. Absolutely dread it. But we are so lucky that we have a few people in the club that are possibly on par or so exceptional the way they just think about the game and think about players' character and think about the kids and good habits and just how to behave properly and all that, and to be blessed to have Dave Boylan and PJ Breen and Paul Beery to be with us on a line, and the players appreciate it, and I hope everybody else in the club appreciates it. To have the calibre of guys like that around, you're just so lucky. Anyway, players get all plaudits and they love it and they're delighted with themselves and all that, but look at, we have 33 in our panel and I can't let it go tonight. I just can't let it go without singing the praises of all those that maybe the general audience didn't see today and the work they put in. They just work equally as hard and if not harder than everybody else, and to keep their enthusiasm up knowing practically they might get any game time. I think that's a huge thing. I wouldn't be able to do it as a player anyway if I thought I wasn't getting game time to put in the effort that they put in. And I list them all out for you now, and don't applaud after each one. Just the 16 guys that just gave so much all the year, pushed the other lads on all the time, and most dedicated to training, never had to look over our shoulder were they coming or were they not. And I just give a list out, and I think those are the people today that I'm most happy for. That we appreciate your efforts and we appreciate the way you pushed all the other players, and that's the way it's going to be from now on. That newcomers coming on will push the lads to new levels all the time, and they are Evan Egan, Brian Hartnett, Aidan Hennessy, Damien Quigley, John Madden, Michael Foley, Owen Keogh, Gordon Brown, Ryan Shannon, Paul McNamara, Kevin McNamara, Mark Buckley, Michael Brome, Pat McCarthy, Josh O'Halloran, and the one and only Kieran Birmingham. Have a great night, and I'm sure the boys will, and just lash it out, and we'll get back to work before the week is over, and stick with us. I think this year is only about to take off, and we're going to have a right go at Munster.
Okay, also yesterday we had a tremendous victory in the under 16 county championship final, and this is our third county under 16 title in a row, and I want to maybe at the 16 team around that ring, we might parade them out and see a few of them. So I just want to acknowledge their victory as well yesterday. And up here, I think on my left, the team all there on the stage on the left hand side, so I might give them a round of applause. So well done, under 16. As people are aware, we're doing a bit of development in the field here at the moment, and we've kind of been like itinerants, I suppose, for the last number of months, and we've gone around from post to pillar doing a bit of training. But tonight, just here in our own club, I want to acknowledge and thank some of the clubs that gave us tremendous assistance over the past couple of months, and those clubs are Mealich, Carteen, Sisters for the underage, and then Trahan with our senior team as well, and also the senior team were in our Christians in Rathban and Balnacorrigale. So I just want to acknowledge the help of those clubs as well. And while we've been out of our own base as well, the underage has been in the parish field and in St. Nestons, and I want to thank them as well. As Sean said to the lads, I suppose he told them to go away and rock the boat tonight, and hopefully we'll rock it again tomorrow. There'll be an evening here tomorrow evening, and Kevin Ryan said they might capsize the boat. But there's music here tomorrow evening between 6 and 8, which they are telling me the name of them is traffic. So there might be a traffic jam here tomorrow evening between 6 and 8. So enjoy the night, and well done to the senior panel. Thanks very much.